The year was 1977. Summer had arrived in Oklahoma, bringing with it the promise of warmth and carefree days. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers and freshly cut grass, and the skies were a brilliant blue, unmarred by a single cloud. It was the kind of summer that seemed to stretch on forever, where each day was a new adventure waiting to unfold. For 3 young Girl Scouts, Lori Lee Farmer, 8, Michelle Goose, 9, and Doris Denise Milner, 10, the destination was Camp Scott, nestled in the heart of the Oklahoma wilderness. The camp was a sprawling expanse of nature with dense woods, clear streams, and open meadows. It was a place where children could connect with nature, learn new skills, and create memories that would last a lifetime. Excitement filled the air as they boarded the bus, their laughter echoing the anticipation of adventure that lay ahead. The bus ride was filled with chatter and songs as the girls shared their hopes and dreams for the days to come. They talked about the activities they would do, the friends they would make, and the fun they would have. They were on their way to make memories, to forge bonds of friendship that they believed would last a lifetime. The camp was a place of joy and camaraderie, where the girls could be themselves and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. They spent their days playing games, making crafts, and exploring the great outdoors. But fate, it seemed, had a cruel twist in store. As the days went by, an unsettling feeling began to creep into the camp. The once cheerful atmosphere was slowly overshadowed by a sense of foreboding. The girls noticed strange noises in the night, and the counselors couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. June 13th dawned like any other day, the sun painting the sky with hues of gold and crimson. The morning was calm and serene, with the promise of another beautiful day. The girls went about their usual activities, unaware of the dark cloud that was about to descend upon them. But as the light faded and shadows grew long, a chilling realization swept over Camp Scott. The once vibrant camp was now shrouded in an eerie silence, and the sense of unease grew stronger. The counselors conducted a head count, and panic set in as they discovered that 3 girls were missing. Lori, Michelle, and Denise were gone. Their tent was empty, and there were no signs of a struggle. The camp was thrown into chaos as search parties were organized and the authorities were called in. The peaceful summer camp had turned into a nightmare, and the search for the missing girls began in earnest. Panic surged through the campsite as the realization of the girls' disappearance sunk in. Frantic calls were made. Search parties were hastily assembled. Every inch of Camp Scott was scoured, hope flickering like a fragile flame in the growing darkness. Volunteers poured in from neighboring towns, their faces etched with worry as they joined the desperate search. Days turned into a blur of sleepless nights, each passing hour deepening the mystery surrounding the fate of the 3 young girls. The woods, once a source of joy and adventure, now held a sinister silence, a silence that whispered of unspeakable horrors. 3 days into the search, the unthinkable happened. A chilling discovery shattered the fragile hope that had clung to the hearts of the families and the community. The bodies of Lori, Michelle, and Denise were found, discarded like broken toys, less than 200 yards from their tent. The serenity of the woods was forever tainted, the idyllic image of Camp Scott replaced by the grim specter of tragedy. The news spread like wildfire, leaving a trail of shock and grief in its wake. The community, once united in hope, was now bound by an unspeakable sorrow. The investigation was immediate and intense. The eyes of the nation were on Oklahoma, demanding justice for Lori, Michelle, and Denise. Hundreds of leads poured in, each one meticulously followed, each one leading to a dead end. The killer, it seemed, had vanished into thin air, leaving behind a tangled web of unanswered questions. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years, but the case remained unsolved. The weight of the unsolved murders pressed heavily on the community, a constant reminder of the evil that had visited their doorstep. Section 5. Whispers in the Wind. Over the years, the case has been revisited, re-examined, and analyzed. Each time, new eyes have pored over the evidence, hoping to find something that was missed before. The dedication of the investigators is unwavering, their determination to bring justice to the victims and their families a driving force that keeps the case alive. Suspects have been named, investigated, and cleared, but the identity of the killer remains a mystery. The list of suspects has grown and shrunk over the years, each new lead bringing a glimmer of hope, only to be extinguished by the harsh light of reality. The frustration of the detectives is palpable, their desire to solve the case matched only by the elusiveness of the truth. Theories abound, whispered in hushed tones, each one as plausible as it is impossible to prove. From the supernatural to the mundane, every possibility has been considered, every angle explored. The community is rife with speculation, each person holding on to their own version of the truth, their own idea of what happened on that fateful night. The passage of time has done little to ease the pain of the families or to silence the whispers that echo through the community. The memories of Lori, Michelle, and Denise are kept alive through stories and memorials, their presence felt in every corner of the town. The grief of their loss is a wound that has never fully healed, a constant reminder of the tragedy that befell them. The question of who killed Lori, Michelle, and Denise continues to haunt the small town of Locust Grove, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the darkness that can lurk in the shadows. The search for answers is a journey that has spanned decades, a quest for justice that remains unfulfilled. As the years pass, the hope for resolution remains, a flickering light in the darkness, guiding the way forward. Section 6. Scars of Tragedy. The impact of the Oklahoma Girl Scout murders extended far beyond the small town of Locust Grove. The tragedy sent shockwaves across the nation, forcing parents to confront the unthinkable, that even in seemingly safe havens, evil could lurk. The case sparked widespread fear and anxiety, leading to increased security measures at summer camps, and a heightened awareness of the vulnerabilities of children. The innocence of childhood, it seemed, had been irrevocably shattered. Section 7. A Legacy of Fear. In the wake of the tragedy, Camp Scott stood silent, a chilling reminder of the horrors that had unfolded within its once peaceful grounds. The laughter of children, once a familiar sound, was replaced by an eerie stillness. The camp eventually closed its gates, unable to escape the shadow of the tragedy. The closure, however, did little to quell the fear that had taken root. The murders served as a stark reminder that even in places designed for laughter and adventure, darkness can prevail. Section 8. The Unanswered Questions. Despite the passage of time, the Oklahoma Girl Scout murders remain an open wound, a chilling reminder of the evil that men do. The case continues to fascinate and frustrate investigators, fueled by a burning desire to bring closure to the families and to a community forever scarred by tragedy. The question of who killed Lori, Michelle, and Denise lingers, a haunting echo in the corridors of time. Was it the work of a lone predator driven by a twisted compulsion, or was there a more sinister motive at play, a conspiracy of evil that extended beyond the realm of comprehension? Section 9. Justice Deferred. 48 years have passed since the fateful night that claimed the lives of Lori, Michelle, and Denise. They were just children, full of life and dreams, attending a summer camp that was supposed to be a place of joy and adventure. The pain of their loss continues to reverberate through the lives of their families, a constant ache that time has been unable to heal. Every year, on the anniversary of their deaths, families gather to remember and mourn, their hearts heavy with the weight of what was taken from them. The memories of Lori, Michelle, and Denise are kept alive through photographs, stories, and the enduring love of their families. The grief is palpable, a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring impact of loss. The community of Locust Grove remains haunted by the memory of the three young girls, their laughter silenced, their dreams cut short. The town, once vibrant and full of life, now carries a shadow, a lingering sorrow that touches every corner. The search for answers continues, driven by the belief that even after all these years, justice can prevail. Detectives, volunteers, and family members have never given up hope, tirelessly working to uncover the truth and bring closure to this decades-old tragedy. Vigils are held, candles are lit, and prayers are whispered into the night, all in the hope that one day, the person responsible will be brought to justice. The determination of the community and the families is unwavering, a testament to their love and commitment to Lori, Michelle, and Denise. The Oklahoma Girl Scout murders serve as a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the shadows, and the importance of never forgetting the victims whose lives were tragically cut short. It is a story of loss, but also of resilience and the unyielding pursuit of justice. As the years go by, the memory of Lori, Michelle, and Denise remains a beacon, guiding the efforts of those who seek justice. Their story is a poignant reminder of the impact of violence and the enduring strength of a community united in grief and hope.